where the pavement cracks. They sell your memories for a couple stacks. A guitar with a broken neck, a wedding dress from a train wreck. The vendor shout, come see, come buy. The hopes you had, the tears you cried. Everything's for sale for $1 or $2, including the ghosts of me and you. Maxwell Street Market, where dreams go to die, on a folding table under a gray sky. The things we loved, the things we lost, sold for a nickel, no matter the cost. Come down, come on, bring your regret. Maxwell Street Market, the saddest yet, where yesterday's pride is today's cheap deal, and you bargain for the way you feel. I saw a man selling his father's ring, a little gold band, a broken thing. $20, he said, take it fast. My old man's gone and nothing lasts. A woman sold a wedding china set, never used, she said, with a cigarette. He left before we could break the plates. Now I'm breaking all the wedding dates. Maxwell Street Market, where dreams go to die, on a folding table under a gray sky. The things we loved, the things we lost, sold for a nickel, no matter the cost. Come down, come on, bring your regret. Maxwell Street Market, the saddest yet, where yesterday's pride is today's cheap deal, and you bargain for the way you feel. Past a table selling photographs, a family smiling, the ones who left. 50 cents each, the old man said. My whole life on a table, I'm almost dead. I bought one for $25, a little girl with pigtails and a ribbon curl. She looked like me from another time. Maxwell Street Market, where dreams unwind. And found broken lives and broken things. The last bell of the market rings. Where do dreams go when they die? To Maxwell Street under a gray sky. I'll see you there, I'll save you a spot where dreams go to die, whether you like it or not. Dreams go to die. Dreams go to die on Maxwell Street. train rattles at 3 a.m. Wakes me up again and again. The brakes they scream, the wheels they grind. The only music of this kind. I live 3 floors above the track. Every time it passes my ceiling cracks. The landlord says that's city life. I say that's a rusty knife. L train blues, L train blues. Shaking the dreams right out of my shoes. Rumbling through my broken sleep. Promises the city can't keep. L train blues, L train blues. Nothing to win and nothing to lose. Just the screech and the spark and the midnight ride. The L train blues are my only guide. I used to ride it to my job downtown before the factory shut it down. Now I ride it just to ride, with nothing left to do inside. The windows fall, the seats are torn. The passengers look just as worn as the tracks that carry us to nowhere fast. The L train blues are built to last. L train blues, L train blues. Shaking the dreams right out of my shoes. Rumbling through my broken sleep. Promises the city can't keep. L train blues, L train blues. Nothing to win and nothing to lose. Just the screech and the spark and the midnight ride. The L train blues are my only guide. I met a woman on the train last fall. She said I ride to forget it all. We talked till the loop came back around. She got off without a sound. Now I look for her every night in the flicker of the tunnel light. The L train keeps its secrets close, more than any lover knows. This city that forgot my face. The L train's my only saving grace. I'll ride till the morning comes around. The only peace I've ever found is the rhythm of the wheels and the spark and the sound. L train blues, my underground. L train blues, L train blues. Sit on my floor with a pile of nickels. You sit on a hill with a pile of pickles, the fancy kind imported from France. I'm counting pennies for a second chance. Your Instagram shows a pool and a yacht. My bank account shows a decimal dot. You post a story about your new jet. I'm selling the last thing I haven't sold yet. I count coins while you count mansions. The gap between us is a canyon. You add a wing, I add a debt. One of us hasn't caught a break yet. I count quarters, you count acres. I'm eating ramen, you're eating bakers. The kind who make cakes from gold leaf sheets. I count coins. You count the streets you own, the beats you meet. You bought a building downtown last week. I got a notice that my rent will peak. Another 100 I don't have to give while you decide which Bentley to drive. Your kids go to schools with marble floors. My kids share a bed by the boiler sores. You talk about bootstraps on TV. I'm holding my boots together with a safety pin, you see. I count coins while you count mansions. The gap between us is a canyon. You add a wing, I add a debt. One of us hasn't caught a break yet. I count quarters, you count acres. I'm eating ramen, you're eating bakers. The kind who make cakes from gold leaf sheets. I count coins. You count the streets you own, the beats you meet. I'm not asking for a handout, not asking for a break. Just asking you to see the difference the money makes. You say, work harder like I don't work 2 jobs, while you sleep in silk and I sleep in throbs of pain from the factory line, from the floor. I count coins, you count more and more, and more and more and more and more, while I'm bleeding out of every pore. One day the coins will add up, maybe. One day I'll have more than a maybe. But until then I'll count each cent and wonder where the rich get theirs, heaven sent. I count coins while you count mansions. The only difference is our expansions. You expand your wealth, I expand my pain. I count coins. You count mansions in the rain. Count coins. Count mansions. Count coins. Neon flickers on the barroom wall. I'm on my third drink, maybe my fourth fall. She walked in wearing a faded dress, said, buy me a drink, I'll clean up your mess. Her smile was crooked, her eyes were tired. She looked like everything I've ever desired, and regretted the morning after the night, when the whiskey's gone and the light's too bright. But cheap whiskey and cheaper women, that's the remedy I've been given for a broken heart and an empty bed. The things that the good book said. I never learned to love the right way, so I'll take the cheap and I'll take the straight. Cheap whiskey and cheaper women tonight. Tomorrow I'll hate myself, but that's alright. She asked my name, I said, does it matter? She laughed and said, we're both just getting sadder. We drank till the bottles were dry as bone. Then she kissed me in a tone. There wasn't love, but it wasn't hate, just two ghosts on a cheap date. She left a number on a napkin wet. I threw it away, no regrets yet. Cheap whiskey and cheaper women, that's the remedy I've been given for a broken heart and an empty bed. The things that the good book said. I never learned to love the right way, so I'll take the cheap and I'll take the straight. Cheap whiskey and cheaper women tonight. Tomorrow I'll hate myself, but that's alright. The bartender knows me by my first name. He pours the cheap stuff and hides the shame. Another round, he asks with a grin. I say, till the money runs out, or the sin. He shakes his head and wipes the bar. You're killing yourself, you've come too far. I said, that's the point, my friend, you see. The cheap stuff helps me forget what I used to be. Cheaper women, I'll wake up tomorrow and do it again. The same old stool, the same old sin, the same old place where I've always been. There's no light at the end of this bar, just the neon and the scars. Cheap whiskey and cheaper women, that's my life. A cheap bottle and a cheaper wife. A cheap whiskey like a diamond mine. But I'm sitting here on the broken line. A paper cup and a cardboard sign. Anything helps, I'm out of time. The suits walk by in their $1,000 shoes. They look right through me like morning news. A quarter drops, then a look of disgust, like I'm the reason for their broken trust. Begging for change on a street of gold. The rich get richer, the poor grow old. The skyscraper scrape a heaven I'll never see, and the only change they're giving is the change they give to me. The street is gold, my cup is tin. This is the world they're living in. Begging for change while the towers rise with the tears of the poor and their foundations guys. I used to work in one of those towers, 50 floors up, counting hours till the company downsized, let me go. Now I'm down here with nothing to show. My hands are clean, but my soul is tired. I did everything they required, and still I ended up on this cold concrete, begging for change from the people I used to meet. Begging for change on a street of gold. The rich get richer, the poor grow old. The skyscraper scrape a heaven I'll never see, and the only change they're giving is the change they give to me. The street is gold, my cup is tin. This is the world they're living in. Begging for change while the towers rise with the tears of the poor and their foundations guys. A kid walked by with his mom's hand tight. He asked her, "Mommy, why is that man not right?" She pulled him close and whispered low, "That's what happens when you don't grow." I wanted to scream, I did grow. I played the game, I walked the road, but the game was rigged from the start, and now I'm begging with a broken heart. Whoa. Away. But until then, I'll hold my cup and wait for the change that never shows up. The street is gold, my hands are bare, but I'm still breathing, that's my prayer. Begging for change on a street of gold. The only thing that's changed is me growing old. Street of gold, street of gold. Street of gold. froze up last January. We huddled by the space heater temporary. She said, baby, I can't feel my toes. I said, hold on, the landlord knows. But the landlord didn't come, the heat didn't start. She packed her bags and broke my heart. Said your love is warm, but your house is cold. I found a man with a radiator board. My baby left me for a man with heat, a guy who's warm from his head to his feet. She traded my hugs for a thermostat. I guess love don't mean much when you're freezing like that. My baby left me for a furnace new. What am I supposed to do? I've got blankets and a broken heart. She's got central air right from the start. I saw them walking down the street last week. She was smiling, not a shiver, not a streak of cold on her cheeks, just a happy glow while I'm shivering in my windows blow. He put his arm around her shoulder tight. She whispered, baby, you're my fire tonight. I stood there frozen, a popsicle man. She didn't even wave her hand. My baby left me for a man with heat, a guy who's warm from his head to his feet. She traded my hugs for a thermostat. I guess love don't mean much when you're freezing like that. My baby left me for a furnace new. What am I supposed to do? I've got blankets and a broken heart. She's got central air right from the start. Called a repairman, begged for a price. He said, new boiler, very nice, $10,000 guaranteed. That's more than my whole life, see. I'll never win her back, I know. She's warm forever, I'm still slow. To catch on that love is a luxury, when the cold is the only company. But summer's coming, and the heat's a cheat. When July comes, and his AC breaks, she'll come running back, for my window shakes. But I'll be gone, I'll be somewhere warm. Not with her, I've weathered the storm. My baby left me for a man with heat, but I've got something he'll never beat. My soul's complete. Man with heat. Man with heat. Man with heat. open late tonight. Smells of bacon, smells of bread. I'm counting pennies in my head. The folks are laughing through the glass, ordering things that never last. I'm leaning on a parking meter, wondering how my life got sweeter. Hungry on a full street, that's my life. Watching everyone else eat with a fork and knife. The plenty is plenty, but none for me. Just a window full of what I'll never be. Full plates, empty hands. This is the hunger they don't understand. The food is here, but so is the wall. Hungry on a full street, I've learned to crawl. I used to stand in line for a free meal. Now I stand outside to hide how I feel. The smell of coffee makes me sick because I can't afford a single sip. The bakery throws out the day-old bread I've eaten from the garbage bowed my head. The street is full, but my cup is dry, and no one looks a beggar in the eye. Hungry on a full street, that's my life. Watching everyone else eat with a fork and knife. The plenty is plenty, but none for me. Just a window full of what I'll never be. Full plates, empty hands. This is the hunger they don't understand. The food is here, but so is the wall. Hungry on a full street, I've learned to crawl. A woman in a fur coat walked right past, dropped $1 like it was a crumb, not a blast. I picked it up with a trembling hand. She didn't see me, she didn't understand. I wanted to scream, I'm not invisible, but hunger makes you invisible. The full street shines, the full street gleams, and I'm just a ghost in the American dream. Street, not from the garbage, not from defeat, but tonight I'll walk with my collar high and let the hunger pass me by. The street is full and so is my rage. I'm hungry now, but I'm turning the page. Not crying, not breaking, just holding on. Hungry on a full street, but not for long. Full street. I've been driving since the sun went down, through the back roads of this dead-end town. The diesel's burning, the tank is low, just like the hope that I used to know. The radio's static, the heater's broke, I'm choking on the blue-gray smoke. Another load, another mile, another day without a smile. Diesel fumes, dead-end dreams. That's the only road I've ever seen. The highway hums a lonely tune under the light of a dying moon. I keep on driving, don't know why, just a shadow against the sky. Diesel fumes and dead-end dreams. Is this all that life means? I used to dream of a house on a hill, a quiet place where time stands still. Now I dream of a working break and a rest stop before I break. The truck stop coffee is warm and thin. The waitress knows the shape I'm in. She pours a cup and shakes her head. You look like the almost dead. Diesel fumes and dead-end dreams. That's the only road I've ever seen. The highway hums a lonely tune under the light of a dying moon. I keep on driving, don't know why, just a shadow against the sky. Diesel fumes and dead-end dreams. Is this all that life means? I called my daughter from a payphone last night. She said, "Daddy, when you coming home to make it right?" I said, "Baby, I don't know where home is anymore. Just this cab and this rattling door." She said, "I'm having a recital on Friday at 3. I said, "Baby, there's a mountain between you and me, made of asphalt and overdue bills, and a father who forgot his own will." For good and live the way a man should. But until then, I'll breathe the fumes and let the highway seal my tombs. Diesel fumes and dead-end dreams. I'm not as together as I seem. Keep on rolling, keep on going. Diesel fumes, and the wind is blowing. Dead-end dreams. Diesel fumes. Fumes. the mail, another envelope, another tale of late payments and broken promises. The landlord's name in capital letters. The rain started falling as I read the words. Vacate the premises, the sound of the birds mocking me from the telephone wire. Another eviction, another fire. Another eviction notice in the rain, washing away the last name on the door that I call home. Now I'm just another seed that won't be sown. The ink is bleeding, the paper's wet. This is the saddest souvenir I've ever met. Another night, another search for a place, another eviction notice in my face. I pack my bags in a cardboard box, my daughter's teddy bear, my grandmother's clock, the one that stopped ticking years ago. Like my luck, like my hope, slow. She asked me, Daddy, where will we sleep? I said, baby, the river is wide and deep, but we'll find a shore, we'll find a way. I lied to her face again today. Another eviction notice in the rain, washing away the last name on the door that I call home. Now I'm just another seed that won't be sown. The ink is bleeding, the paper's wet. This is the saddest souvenir I've ever met. Another night, another search for a place, another eviction notice in my face. The neighbors watch from their windows high, curtains twitching, no tears in their eyes. They're glad it's me and not them today, but tomorrow the notice might come their way. The landlord drove by in his brand new truck, didn't even slow down, just my luck. He'll rent this place for twice the price, while I'm sleeping on the cold concrete ice. One day I'll have a door that stays mine, with a lock that works and a home that's kind. But tonight I'll walk with my cardboard box past the eviction notice. The rain is washed, almost gone. Another eviction, another start. From the bottom of my broken heart, another notice, familiar pain. Noticing the rain. Noticing the rain. Streetlights broken, the gutters full. The shadows dance with the lost and the dull. I pull my coat tight against the cold. This is the story the night has told. The church bells ring, but they don't ring for me. Just a sound from a world I'll never see. The angels flew away years ago. They don't visit here on Skid Row. Midnight on Skid Row. The angels don't visit here. Just the rats in the rain and the frozen fear. The city sleeps, but we stay awake for a mercy that never seems to take. No halos, no harps, no heavenly glow. Just the midnight on Skid Row. A man named Joe froze last New Year's Eve. He was singing a song that made me grieve. Something about a farm and a wife. He gave up both for a bottle of life. They took his body away at dawn. Now his cardboard box is a ragged lawn where nobody kneels and nobody prays. Just the midnight and the darker days. Midnight on Skid Row. The angels don't visit here. Just the rats in the rain and the frozen fear. The city sleeps, but we stay awake for a mercy that never seems to take. No halos, no harps, no heavenly glow. Just the midnight on Skid Row. I asked a preacher passing by, does God see us, or are we alive? He looked at his shoes and walked ahead. I guess even angels have to be fed. My mother used to read me psalms. Now I sleep where the garbage comes. She'd cry if she saw me, now I know. But the angels don't visit Skid Row. and slow, where the angels don't visit, just the Skid Row. If you're passing by, don't look away. Just drop $1 and learn to pray for a kind of grace that doesn't show on midnight at Skid Row.